Yes, my grandfather was fan of Salman. He said, "Yeah, hero." Telugu, he doesn't know English. Then Telugu, yeah, 175 days, and he took me twice, I think, many times, and I also like him. It's very good. And he said, "He's okay." Now, if I remember that, so people are always open. We didn't know that this might happen until Bahubali came there.
And coming to comparisons and everything, see, like we have to agree that Bahubali is something else. Like we have to be inspired out of it rather than competing with it. And it will be stupid to compete with a film like Bahubali.
Prabhas, this question is for everyone. How relaxed are you all right now that the film finally is releasing after so many delays?
Yeah, I think you should ask. We have more experience because I've been there in the industry for 20 years. Anyway, before the film release one day, I'm getting stressed, but now I'm okay. You should ask Radha. Because so many times we went to Italy, cancelled because of COVID, then Georgia. We thought like we'll finish the schedule and come back. It stopped, again came back, again we need to shoot in Hyderabad some scenes. So I think it's rather special.
Actually, at one point of time, we stopped thinking about
Release.
we were just concentrating, okay, whenever the opportunity we got to shoot, because we shot in like almost like 3 countries. Like the songs we shot in Austria, certain part of scenes we shot in Georgia, and in Italy, in many places we shot and everything. So it's a vintage film and everything has to be recreated, and starting from the cars on the road and everything, they have to block it like 3-4 days before and everything. So it took most of the time our energies and everything into that. So we never thought about it. Like whenever a release date is announced or anything, we were quite excited about the date, and now also I'm excited about it. So surely we are going to come this time.
It would have been, for the director, it would have been very tough because he's very excited, he worked really hard, and so many times they postponed shooting. The shooting, like we really planned in Georgia for 40 days and Italy, something like that. Whenever it stopped, he used to get a little worried, but he's like, it's okay, the whole world is stopped, we can't do anything. So now I think he's the most exciting.
Are you relaxed though? That's what she's asking.
Yes, we are.
I'm more nervous and the other kind of butterflies kind of feeling rather than relaxed.
Like he's much greater than me because my second film, so I don't know what.
This is Princia from Republic. Hello. So staying on that topic, many films took the OTT route, right? But you stuck to theatrical release. So at any point did you think, let's release the film on OTT? Did that ever cross your mind?
No. This film and this experience is for the audience to experience it in theaters, because we would be cheating the audience if we release it in OTT.
Right.
So that's the first thing he said, and the same thing producers were thinking and everything. So whenever we were just waiting for the right time to come out, and hopefully we got the right date and everything.
I think it's also like, the difference between like sitting at a beach and watching a picture of the beach, because like the expanse of the film, the images that we've shot, it's so beautiful. It's like every picture, every frame is like painting, in its own way, and you have to experience it in a theater with Dolby Atmos, surround sound, and listen to the sounds of the ocean rather than and be there. Like it's more of that kind of an experience. Like the ship episode, if you've seen in the trailer, to watch it in a theater will be a different experience as compared to watching it on your TV, on your TV screen. So kudos to the producers, for holding on to the film for so long and believing in it enough to let it make it to the theater.
Hi, Aditi from E-Times. So people often say romance explored in South films is at times over the top, and when it comes to Bollywood, it's a little unrealistic yet subtle. But with the trailer, one can say that Radhe Shyam, it looks all in all dreamy and magical. So on that note, how do you look at the evolution of romance in Indian cinema? Anybody?
See, there's good cinema and bad cinema. It's not like over the top. if we like something and we feel it like that's very natural or whatever it is, we'll buy it. And sometimes, like you said, it's more plastic, and nowadays maybe some films might be fabricated and everything. So like you can just say the good cinema and bad cinema, and whenever you come across a good cinema, you like it.
Yeah, and like evolution, I really don't know about that, because I kind of love the romantic, poetic way of also showing a love story. Like, to me, Madhuri reaching out for her ghungru while waiting for Devdas, to enter her thing, and then just the shot of the ghungru, and everything is romanticized in Devdas, and that's what I grew up watching and being like, hi, like, this is like a other level of, as a girl, personally speaking, who loves rom-coms. But if you have to tell a story, firstly that's the main thing. You want to tell the story, and then you have to take an artistic choice of whether do you want to tell the story as real as possible, or do you want to fantasize and make the story into a beautiful, like it's Radha's version of these two lovers in Italy. It's not, we could have gone, when we discussed my costumes and my look in the film, I had one approach, I don't know if you remember, so I can't give out too much details, but I had one approach to how the girl should dress. And Radha sir said, no, we are fantasizing, it's poetry. You want to see her like a doll, so it's his version of the love story.
Okay, Shivani from Times Now. Hello everyone. My question goes to three of you to explain us that what was Radha your approach when you approached these two actors for your script, and what was your approach when you were signing the script? Why did you accept the script particularly?
Let me start. I want to share something. Like down south in Hyderabad or anywhere, the name Prabhas itself is like sounds something else. And when you get an opportunity to work with them, it's very surrealistic, and like it takes time for you to believe it, first of all. And coming back to the question, like she asked, it's a tough task, because people, like being his fans or whatever, a shot of his foot creates massive response in the theatre. To simplify that and to show that would definitely be a tough task, and that was an exciting experience. And he chose to be like that, like simplest version of an image he has. So that was really exciting. And coming back to you, sorry,
I was just asking that, what was your approach when you approached these two actors for your script while directing, and what was their approach while they were signing the script?
After Bahubali, I came to know through my producers that Prabhas sir wants to do a love story.
Okay.
And around that time, I was writing a love story, and I got the opportunity to narrate to him, and he liked it, and it took off. And coming back to Pooja, like we had a lot of discussion, because this is not just a heroine role. Like we tried to narrate a philosophy through a character, and a lot of discussions have happened and everything. And finally, like we both decided that okay, she looks like a princess for me. So like, and that Cinderella kind of image into the movie and everything, like. And whatever she played on screen, like after the release, I think it will be better if I talk more about it.
Yes.
So me, yeah, okay. So I never showed my hand to anyone, and the story is going so good, and I'm like, how can I do this film? But I'm liking the story and the way it is going, and the interval I thought like, wow, it's so good. But I never believed in palmistry, or I never showed. So what should I do? I thought like, okay, I'll listen and tell him that, see, I know it's very good, but I can't. And the story is going, and I like after the second, I'm like, wow, this is really, I think I should do this. And I told him that. And it's very interesting the way it goes, the story, the twists and the climax and all. I feel like it's very good. And the ship episode, the visuals, the designing by the director, the sound designing by Rasul sir, Taman, Sanchit, I think it's very good.
For you, Pooja?
I mean, when Radha sir narrated the film to me, I was just like, like this, and then at the end of this thing I said amazing, like, because I think he had so well thought of every single shot, like these little movements also are not like, if you see the song Iratale, the yeah, Iratale, like the little montages were so beautiful, in the where if you noticed, I would be writing on a wall, then he comes, he adds to that, and by the end of it, like we're meeting, we're talking, but we're not really meeting, and all of these things. And I think I got so excited with my character per se, because it had so much scope for me to have fun with, to do something new, to show people something that excites you as an actor, like some new aspect of your life. And I love coming to set excited and playing different roles, and to get this opportunity in a commercial film is something that has been I was looking forward to. Personally, I love rom-coms, like I said, but this was more a serious, more matured love story. So the way I prepared, we discussed my character a lot, Radha sir and I, we sat down, we spoke about her, I understood what he's seeing Prerna as, and I told him what I see Prerna as, and somewhere we came together and made the Prerna you see today. I read a lot of books, because I can't say again what I'm about the film, but to reach that mental state, I had to read a lot of books about to kind of draw inspiration from other people's life to play Prerna, which you all will understand like soon.
So Pooja, in your earlier conversation, you had shared that you do some films as a fan and some films as an actor.
Of course, yeah.
So how necessary is it to enjoy that balance and put yourself out there that way?
There's some films I do like as a fan, like I said, when I spoke about this was Rohit Shetty's film Circuits. Like when he called me, I was like, so let's do it, because like my dad loves his films. You're making films for different audiences also. Maybe I may like to watch a Razi, or I would love to play, something like that, but there are different audiences. So my dad loves Rohit sir's films, and I do it because my dad's going to be so excited to see me in that world. So when I go there, I play it like this is the world now. So I'm having fun with my characters, whether it was in Most Eligible where I'm playing a stand-up comedian, So I'm, like I said, I still feel I'm very like a baby in this industry. I'm still learning. I still have so many more roles that I want to play, and that keeps me excited. That keeps me like, okay, let's get up in the morning and go to set.
So you picked up Radhe Shyam as an actor or as a fan?
I picked up Radhe Shyam as the story, the script was like amazing, but also as that little kida in me as an actor is like, okay, amazing, I get to portray this, and of course Prabhas was in the film, so it was like, it was ticking like all the boxes, and it's a gut thing I guess also, my gut is involved in selecting films.
Now the question is to you, since Pooja also mentioned in the press conference that you seem to be a very shy person. Right. So how was it on the set? I want to know the behind the scenes, because the things on the picture we'll see in the theatre. But I want to know the on-set musty which was going on.
Yeah, it was musty also, but every schedule we had gap because of COVID. So when musty started, shooting stopped. So it was on and off. So it was fun. Nice.
Did you have to read something or make any changes mentally to get into the character?
No. Did I?
A lot of discussions have happened.
Yeah,
Like continuously, like we discussed like months and months. We were discussing about the character and the story. So yeah.
And that thing which Pooja was saying, that cartoon thing, that was, we were discussing about songs, why we came from Mumbai, and everybody was sitting for a month. We discussed for all the songs. So Radha gave that idea about that cartoon. I was like, this is amazing. We should put this. And Vaivy did a great job, I feel, for the film, yes. That the cartoon idea is by Radha.
Prabhas and Pooja, I want to talk about. So Radhe Shyam's sound director, Resul Pukuti, he just talked about, how stark of a difference he feels there is between actors in the north and actors in the south in terms of weight. Wait, 1 second. Sorry.
You mean like the actors or the film?
The actors.
The actors.
Yeah.
Is there any difference?
I'm going off of what he said in this press con.
No, I don't think so. We've all been raised differently, so that just plays in the way we've been raised. The films we watch, how we behave is very, depending on the place.
Sure.
But people are people everywhere. I get along with people in both industries, and it's I don't think so much. I think what he said was true. Anywhere in the world also there'll be different people, and they come together, you kind of gel and hopefully work together well.
Prabhas, Pushpa is one of the most talked about film in recent times, and it is said that it has brought South and Bollywood together. But a lot of people have forgotten that you were the one who opened the doors for both the industries, with Bahubali especially. What are your thoughts on this?
Actually, Rajamouli probably did that thing, but Pushpa was seeing another. It's like again, every day it's an experiment, not only for Telugu, Kannada, KGF, tomorrow Bollywood, like Tamil, Bengali film, we don't know. It can open anywhere. So Pushpa is another good sign to say that like we are becoming one. Like all languages, Indian cinema is becoming one. As I told you, like we have so many languages, so many industries, and only we have so many different, and which is good in a way. But for the film, it's one business, and anyone can make any film, great film. It doesn't need to be a big pop, great film. So it can be a small film, small love story, good film. Let us all watch. It's good.
And also there's a big change that now actors are known as not as South actors or Bollywood actors, they're known as Indian actors.
Yeah.
How do you see this change as well?
It's
Are we
very
too
beautiful.
late?
In China we'll say Chinese people, or in Hollywood we'll say US people. We only like South Indian, North Indian, what is this?
Yeah.
We are Indian. It's nothing like that. We have a different mini films, like Tamil is big, Telugu is big, Malayalam, different like Bengali, Punjabi. We have different films. We are used to that, but it's time now. We all Indians want to watch all good films.
That
Thank
crossover
God for
thing,
that.
actually, see, it was not, like, you take Maine Pyar Kiya, I played almost for a year in the South.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
my grandfather was fan of Salman. He said, "Yeah, hero." Telugu, he doesn't know English. He ran Telugu, yeah, 175 days, and he took me twice, I think, Maine Pyar Kiya, and I also like him. It's very good. And he said, now if I remember that, so people are always open. We didn't know that this might happen until Bahubali came there.
I think it's like the director of Parasite said that, once you get over that 1-inch barrier of the subtitle, you'll realize you'll be open to so much more good content out there. I mean, I remember growing up, I've been born and brought up in Bombay, but I remember my father talking about a Tamil film called Nayavan, which influenced him so greatly. So I feel like the moment you start accepting content as just content, and not just the language, you'll be open to so many more worlds. I feel like you'll be able to understand people within India a little bit more, because let's look at Pushpa being a fully rural backdrop. You're connecting with more people that way, because you're not thinking about Hindi apna movie or whatever. You've just accepted it because the film is good. And I think that I hope that happens, because while I believe that regional cinema is a strength that India has, I truly feel like we are able to really go into being able to tell a particular individual story really far away in some corner of India and relate to them. I feel like we should just broaden our minds about different kind of cinema.
It's already done. It's started. The process has started. In another 1 year, we'll see another bang from anywhere from the country. And it started. It's going to happen.
A good cinema has its own language.
Yeah.
To the level of success that Bahubali reached, so it's not an achievement, it's not a milestone in your career, but also entirety of Indian cinema. So how do you approach opinions when people compare your other films to that level of success? And as a director, when you wrote an actor with such a great name, so how do you think that impacts your movie, if it does?
Should I answer?
Yes, please.
See,
I'm talking too much in the difference.
See, obviously, first thing, we'll be very happy to have an actor and a star like him on board for a film, because, like I said, you'll not have any limitations for your imagination and everything. And second thing, it's more of a responsibility, the kind of fan base he has, the kind of responsibility he has towards delivering a good cinema to his audience and everything. So we will be working hard towards making a good cinema. And coming to comparisons and everything, see, like we have to agree that Bahubali is something else. Like we have to be inspired out of it rather than competing with it. And it will be stupid to compete with a film like Bahubali.
Every film can be Bahubali. Like I got 2, 1 and 2. Maybe next 3, I don't know. So that's no, it's different. Bahubali is different. Like many things worked out. Bahubali is many firsts. First time it broke the barriers. First time it did that. Many things happen. No, we can't. One more Bahubali.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
No. Still, it's Thursday. I need a little time. After some time maybe. But no. Bahubali happens. Things like Bahubali happen. You can't explain again.
It's a magic.
It's a magic. Yeah, it's a magic.
So Pooja and Prabhas, coming back to the film again. So Radhe Shyam follows a sci-fi genre which is mixed with romance, and it comes in the form of a period drama, which is something not really explored well enough in Indian cinema. Like there's a lot of potential in bringing something interesting on the table. So as an actor, what were your responsibilities in making this film look authentic and real?
I'll just give one statement. It's not a sci-fi film.
I was just going to say that. I was going to be like, it's not a science fiction film. Yeah, it's.
So, I think I spoke a lot with my director and how we wanted it. And we first spoke like, we'll forget Bahubali. We'll just do this film, what it needs. We have commercial elements, we're not completely avoiding it. But we'll just stick to the story, what it needs. And he's very strong, I feel. The second film, after Bahubali, when the story was okay, he doesn't want to change according to my thing. He did the story, he didn't change anything for after the result of Bahubali,
Yeah,
right?
you didn't ask me to change it.
I want to do this.
To just add to this, like this, the underlying philosophy which we are talking about in this film is like mythology versus myth, and an age-old question. Like everybody has their own interpretation of an answer to that. Like we are talking about astrology, like is it true or not? And like science versus astrology, a point comes in the film. And like if you look at the questions from a logical perspective, you will not have answers from both the sides. So what is our interpretation as a team we are coming out through the film?
Yeah, at the same time, we're not like saying one is better or what one is, or we are leaving it to you to decide. But I think we just concentrate on making the emotion real. Like to answer your question, we just wanted the emotion to be real. I feel the rest the team does for you. We had a fantastic cinematographer, Manoj Paramhamsa, making sure that the film looked period, like you said. It looked like a beautiful love story. We had the costume people, ensure that we fit it, and then eventually from our side, we just had to make sure that the emotion was real when we're doing the scene.
Yeah, Manoj was a great help for me to make everything beautiful. Everything.
Last question would
We'll
be.
take this last.
Last question would be, what will be the experience that the audiences will get when they will be at the theatres?
They will take home something from the film, and it's not the same thing for every audience. Like you look at the film from your life experiences, and you take back what you want to take back, and it will leave you with a beautiful taste of a beautiful dream.
You will be that, then we will.
Sorry? Yeah, same. Well said. Amazingly said. Hope it happens.
Yeah, but I hope, like he said, the director, like everyone's going to take back different things, but I think it's also going to be, I hope we take them on a journey in the course of the film. Like I hope, we give them something new and fresh to watch, and I hope we question some things in their mind. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, excellent.
we have
एक second, hold.
उधर से ही करते हैं भाई, very good.
You know, hold us.